Hello. Right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to your greatest YouTuber. Good morning, good afternoon, and in a little while, there's going to be good night in some places. We're back to your IP subnetting videos. It's been a while. I gave you a lot of time, everyone, to revise the IP subnetting videos that I do, and I would state IPv4 subnetting. Yeah. So today, what IP address we have is 172, hold on, 30.0.0. And our prefix notation on the side is /21. So what we need to find out is number of valid subnets. Ta-da! That's point number one we need to find out. And the second one is usable host per subnet per subnet. Now, look at this part very clearly and precisely while you're going through your CCNA exams or N+, or you're doing Juniper or any other places. Where are you going to use the IPv4 subnetting? So remember these things. So slightly, I've chosen a different troubleshooting topic today. Usually we are more into the other side of IPv4 networking, but today the question can come like this as well. So this is, as everyone knows, what is it? Class B. So that's a class B IP address. Remember that. Now, how would we start doing it? Now, in our brain, we can do it as well. But obviously, because I'm making a video, so for the sake of the video, let's start. So first thing, this is my way of doing it because I'm going to explain it to you a bit more. You can do it the fastest and the slimiest and the really fast way as well. But there we go. So as we know, most of us know, but some of us don't know. So we will be knowing it in a little while. As we know that we have, what have we got? /21. /21 is called prefix notation, or subnet mask. Some people might say subnet mask as well, so it doesn't matter as long as you understand the concept of /21. So we got prefix notation. So what we will do is we will convert it into octets and bits. Let's convert it into octets and bits. So we'll be converting this to octets and bits. So when I say octets and bits, as you know, it needs to be 32 bits because this is IPv4 subnetting. So how are we going to break it up? Fairly easy. Nothing technical about it. So usually it's 8 here, 8 here. So keep on adding them. 8 plus 8, or 8 add 8 is 16, and 16. Now, the thing that we need to do here is, because of prefix and subnet mask is 21, so you have to add something to 16, so that is 21. So that something is adding 5. So now if I add 8 plus 8 plus 5, that's 21, and that's our prefix that's been given to us. So as you know, 8 bits value 25, 255. 8 bits value, correction, not 25, 255.255. Now, the value of the 5th bit is always 248. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, anyone watching all over the world who are interested in networking and IPv4 subnetting, the value of the 5th bit is 248, and so the 0 comes here. So that's all the bits here. Now, what are octets? So octets are made up of 1 byte and 8 bits. So that's the first octet, this one. And that's the second octet. That's the third octet. And that's the fourth octet. Always remember, keep on revising these videos so you will know. It's not about passing the exam, it's about getting the logic completely. When you get the logic completely, it will be more easier for you to do practical labs. I'm training myself, and I'm just guiding myself through with you, in the sense that we can make a nice lab out of it. So once you start making labs, then the academic side of it, which is more of the logical side of it, will come in once you start knowing where these IP addresses are going to go and how they are going to be used. Right, so that's the first part which is done. So now we know that that's /21, so we have done all the bits here. Now coming back to the point, now keep on focusing on this one. So now we move on to the next part of the answer, and as we know, that's a class B address, which I've already stated there, but I'll just write it down, class B address. So it's a class B address, so we will start our increment, or we're going to move in the third octet. So what was in our third octet? If you see here, we had 248. Yeah, that's fine. Right. Now this works a bit differently, because that was the way I was telling you how to do octets and bits. Now here, we will be using powers of 2. Remember, whenever you want to find out number of valid subnets and number of usable hosts per subnet, you have to use powers of 2. So now, as we know that we have 5 in the third octet, 5 bits. So I mean 5 bits. So that's third octet. So we're gonna go the bit way. Da 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 da. Fairly easy, very easy. It's just grabbing the concept of it. Now, as we know in the third octet, because it's a class B address, so our increment goes in here, in the third octet here. So, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so that's 5 bits that we had. So, that's 2 power 5. Now, we got 3 zeros left here. 1, 2, 3. And in the fourth octet, we had nothing, so 0 down there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 zeros here. Now, focus completely on this area. So while you're focusing, I want you to just imagine powers of 2 in your mind. Powers of 2. Now, 2 power 5 is equal to 32. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the number of valid subnets that we have. It's very easy. So valid subnets are how much? 32. So we have 32 valid subnets because there was ones in there. So what we did, we added all the ones. So we have 5 ones. 2 to the power 5 is equal to 32. Now furthermore, the second thing we need to comply with is usable hosts per subnet. So the second thing, so the logic is the same. Whatever you get, just remember, if it's a class A address, you have to start increment in the second one. If it's a class C address, you have to start increment in the fourth one. That's the basic idea behind it, and you need to do that one. And if you don't do it, it's completely fine. You can always refer back to it and do it. But remember, in the exam, there's no chances of mistakes. You will lose your money and your credibility as well for the time being. Yes. So now let's go to the next part. So the next part is usable host per subnet. Anyone has got any ideas? Usable host per subnet? Anyone? How are we going to do it? Right. Remember, for usable host per subnet, Sorry, my writing is becoming a bit shambles. Not that I want to do that writing, but it comes in by itself. So usable host per subnet, when we say, now there's a formula involved. Don't worry, I'm not going to do statistics and maths with you, but there is a formula, computational formula, if I say, I can say networking formula. So 2 to the power y minus 2. Now, what is this y? Now, y is all the zeros that you have. Yeah? So, if I say that this one was x, so ones was x, just to explain it to you, and this is y. So 8 plus 3 is equal to 11. We got 11 zeros. We have 11 zeros. And zeros is y. Yeah. So now 2 to the power 11. Subtract 2 or minus 2 as you feel easy. Now, everyone remember the powers of 2. Now, just briefly to explain it to you, I'm going to add it on the side a little bit. Now, remember, very easy. 2 to the power 7, you start from here. It's 128. Now keep on adding. 128 to 128. 2 to the power 8 is 256. If you don't have a calculator, calculate. Use your mind. Remember, it's fairly easy. Just keep on adding. Now 256 add 256. 512. 2 power 10 is equal to 512 add 512 is equal to 1024. See, it's fairly easy. Now, this is what we need. 1024 or 1024 adds 1024 or 1024 as you prefer it. It's going to be 2048. Now, 2048, if you see here, very fairly easy. Just keep on revising the video and remembering what we were doing. So we were there to find out the number of valid subnets and usable hosts per subnet. Remember, and it's a class B address. So this is how you do it. Now, this part is not useful. It's just to explain it to you. These are the parts which are very useful. You need to do them in your mind. So X is going to be the ones that you have. So in order to find valid subnets, you always got to add the amount of ones that you have. And to find out usable hosts per subnet, always use the formula 2 to the power y. Remember, minus 2. Don't just put it directly. Minus 2. So now 2 to the power 11, coming back to the topic. Right, 2046. So we have to subtract 2. As you know, 2 to the power 11 here is 204. If I could just improve my writing, hold on, 2048. Now 2046 is our usable host per subnet. How many have you got? 2046, and valid subnets is 32. See everyone later and keep on practicing. I'm going to upload this into my networking videos as well. So keep on practicing ipv4. Very important. If you know ipv4, then you can move on to ipv6, and you can move on to other aspects of networks like the practical networking to understand what's happening inside the subnets and what's happening in your network. This video is aimed mostly not to tell anyone or teach anyone. It's like a guideline for me as well. I practice with you, and maybe because I'm practicing, you might learn something which you don't know, or I might learn something which I don't know. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I do IT videos for ipv4 subnetting, some fundamental. I do some general knowledge videos, and most importantly, I do Bollywood videos as well. I do improve our videos, some of the videos, and I do a bit of content creation, and I sing myself as well, as you know. So thanks again for subscribing to the channel, and please keep on sharing these videos. If you feel that they might be useful, please watch them, and buy a guideline book as well. So if you can buy a proper CCNA or N plus book and use that book, if you feel that the IPv4 method that they are explaining to you is better, go on and carry on with that method, not to worry. If you feel that you are on a bridge to nowhere and you don't know what to do with IPv4, then you have to come here and check the basics, and then it's like the entry level, and then you can go to the next level and move forward. I will try my best to explain some more concepts of networking as well, and mostly regarding IP and other bits and pieces. I will try to cover all the layers. As you know, when I say layers, um, physical, no, I'll write it down again. See, so physical layer, which is cabling. Remember OSI model? No? Yes? Okay, right. And then data link. Now my capability is only till here. If I say network, now once I say transport layer and forward, because I have only been in the IT field for about 4 or 5 years, and I've been following Cisco's and other, so my academic side is more stronger than the practical side. So after transport, because there's a lot of protocols that are involved, and I haven't worked more in them. I've worked more in IT security. So yeah, so I will probably only focus on these first 4 layers, and the rest of them you got to learn them by yourself. So I mean, even if you do that and that, physical and networking layer, you will end up getting an entry level job or a mid level job somewhere, and then you can follow the skill that you get. I'm so sorry, I think my video has gone a bit longer. I didn't intend it to be longer, but yes, keep on practicing them, and hopefully I'll come back with a new video. And yeah, bye.